find yourself is what matters most. But I had some reservation then. Like my father, for example. My father never chose the wife for himself.
Okay.
He was recommended.
Okay.
And woman, I want to use this word, was imposed on her based on recommendation. And he had no choice.
Wait, the woman was imposed on him at that time?
No matter why I say the woman was imposed on him is that my father never made the choice of his own in terms of the woman that he wants to marry.
Okay.
It was his father that
made
made
the
it to my mom.
choice.
And he knows the family of my mom because I've asked all of these things. I'm telling you from I asked him, how did you marry my mom? How did you get to see my mom? He told me it was a long story. And he told me how they met. He never knew her. He never knew her. Of course, he wasn't even at home then. But it was the father who ran the background check, noticed my mom. You know, he picked interest in my mom. I mean, my grandfather now. And now, when my dad, he now sent for my dad. My dad came. He now told my dad that he had found a wife for him.
Okay.
And my father had no option
but to get married.
than to get married. And they got married, and they still remain in the marriage. Now, let me bring it to the
But the truth, did it work or it didn't work? Because
that is what I'm telling you now. I said if you listen at first, what I said it worked.
Okay.
Because we were born, and my dad and mom still remains in marriage, and they are still alive by God's grace. They are still living. It works for them. But no matter. Can you tell a boy or a son and tell him that my boy or my son, this is the woman I want you to marry, and nothing? If you do that, you are infringing on his fundamental human rights.
Hi, God.
And then I can tell you that rights you are trampled on. But they were okay with it. So you see, the reason why I cannot say then was better and now is best.
All right. Thank you so much, Uche. We hear you. Thank you.
See, many times when I'm asking this question, like, has civilization done us more harm than good? Because now we are even wiser. Like, we are so conscious of our rights that we can't even be advised anymore. Hello, good afternoon to you. Good afternoon. Godwin, all right, quickly so that other people can get to call.
I don't want to make trouble.
Okay.
Well, first of all, tell Benedicta to me try this thing.
No, Benedicta says she don't want to. You see my problem? When they say they don't want, that's where you want to go and put head now.
No, now.
Okay.
I'm
sure Benedicta is listening to you. Benedicta, you said he's single and he's searching. Let me know what you want to do. I'll ask you again.
Matter. You see, this years back relationship is more than
I can barely hear you. It sounds like you're very. Are you using your earpiece?
Yeah.
All right, please. If you take it out, I think it would be better.
It's more better than what we are facing now. Come to think of it, that is, there is nothing like single mother. That year. There is nothing. But now,
who told you there was nothing like single mother at that time? They were very good at concealing secrets at that time.
Not secret. They don't even divorce the way divorce is happening now.
Okay, now, I get it.
For ladies now, what they are facing in relationship now is single mother. Men, what they are facing now is lack of responsibility. All men now are irresponsible.
Okay. Thank you, Godwin. Let's go out so that other people can talk. Thank you so much.
All right, but I really agree with the last thing he said. I mean, the age comes with different challenges and what have you. So I mean, at that time maybe we didn't have that, but the truth is I feel like when the day they will say people should go and do paternity tests, these old people, a lot of people will be so surprised, because at that time, even if these people were raped, it was concealed. Even if they were abused, it was concealed. Nobody knew. They'll tell you to preserve the family secret, just keep quiet. Maybe the husband's brother goes on and violates the wife, but she has to keep quiet because she has to preserve the image and the integrity of the family and what have you. So I feel like if we should run a paternity test right now, a lot of people might be surprised to find out that what they think or who they think are their biological parents or their roots is actually not. Because at that time, I'm telling you, secrets have thrived a lot, and people were not so conscious of their rights. So I mean, anything goes, literally. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Mata.
Yep, welcome and thanks for joining us on the show.
Thanks a lot. I'm calling from Kurudu. Good man is my name.
Good man. How are you doing today?
Thank God, I'm okay.
All right, thank God. Let's hear you. What are your thoughts on this?
If you ask me, I will say it's neither here nor there. But
that's why you're sitting on the fence today.
I prefer modern day relationship.
Okay, why?
Because people in their relationship are enjoying themselves.
Mm-hmm.
In those days, they were enduring.
Okay.
So we should not confuse the longevity of the relationship and the people enjoying what they are doing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The relationship I'm talking about here has to do with the women in marriage.
Okay.
You get married in those days, it was an economic issue. They give you, could be a farm to farm,
Mm-hmm.
and to feed your husband.
Mm-hmm.
And you find out that the women were doing all the jobs so that they can feed their husband.
Okay.
Today, people are more informed.
Mm.
They go to this relationship for a purpose.
Mm-hmm.
And when that purpose is derailed, they opt out.
Wow.
So I think modern day relationship is better because you are doing with your eyes open.
Okay. All right.
Enjoyment is in these days, it was enduring. So that's my take.
All right, thank you so much, good man, for this contribution that you have made. So he said longevity doesn't mean the marriage is actually working fine, right? So at that time it was enduring. In this time is enjoyment. Wow. Hello, good afternoon.
Okay, it's Godwin calling back.
No, Godwin. Nah. We can't have you call like 3 times to 4 times. Nah. So let's make room for other people to call. Thank you so much. Let's keep it coming through 090-7353-00 and 44 or 090-8766-88 and 88 090970544 and 50. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon, ma.
Yes, welcome and thanks for joining us on the show.
Okay, my name is Gideon. I'm calling from Apple Recruitment.
All right, Gideon, talk to me. Relationship at that time and relationship now, which do you prefer?
Relationship now is the best.
Tell me about it. This one is enjoying his relationship. Tell me about it.
Because now like this, if you want the relationship now, maybe you can go to the hospital to go and do tests if there's anything like HIV or anything. But that time, something like that, you just jump into marriage and don't go and have one kind of bad disease. And now like this person is very more sweeter because even all these people I used to say young, getting married at young, nothing like that too. Now like this, if you have money, relationship is very, very sweet, not like any.
Nice one.
Now like if you have money, relationship is very, very sweet, even sweetest thing. Now relationship is sweeter than before. You can't compare now and before.
All right, relationship now is better. All right, thank you. We hear you guys. That's Gideon. He says money and relationship is very sweet, and you can even hear the excitement in his voice. So tell me what your thoughts are. Hello, good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon, Mata.
Yes, welcome and thanks for joining us on the show.
How are you doing?
My baby, welcome.
How is work?
Work is great. How about yours? I trust you're doing well.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Tell me, Genesis, relationship then and relationship now, which do you prefer?
Mata, I know that day now. I know they them, but Mata, I also know they them better pass now.
Why?
Now wait out their eye opening and their human rights want kill them. Now their eye opening and their human rights want kill all of us. Like I know they dead. But based on the things why here, even if I know here, I will still not say back then better than now. Everybody now before.
Everybody's eye don't tear.
That day, we no go at that time, we no go to anything.
All right.
I've already make it begin at that time.
But come, I will give you some old love. You know there's old money. Come, I'll give you old love. Why do you think I'm calling you my baby for mouth? Stop playing.
Where you get?
I get some.
The way you get them, I don't make them because this our own now. This our own time now.
All right.
The day you your own. I don't make them do that.
All right. That makes sense. Thank you so much, Genesis, for joining us on the show. Right, guys. I mean, my ears are literally full, but I want to hear more of what you think about relationships then and relationships now. Of course, there are several differences, and I mean between relationships then and now in Nigeria. And at that time, I think social and cultural expectations played a very, very key role in picking up a partner for yourself. Relationships and marriages were heavily influenced by traditional and cultural norms at that time, where couples were even often expected to follow certain customs and certain practices and to preserve certain relationships. But now, while we know the cultural and some of the cultural norms still play a role here in relationships, but many Nigerian couples are now embracing modern values and independence in their relationship, independence from what used to be expected of them at that time. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Martha. Sorry that I called back, which I will call back at the end.
All right, quickly, let's hear you.
Martha, you see, relationship now is better than the relationship then. Because
finally.
Back then,
Okay.
yes, back then, you see many people giving birth because of not knowing their status. They end up having children that are accused of being a witch and all of that. And those babies were wasted. Those lives were killed. And Martha, back then, relationship, women suffered a lot from the hands of men.
I agree.
The same nation is what they used to bring up these men that will tell you that relationship now is better. That time, if a woman complain of illness in a relationship, they say, "Hey, shut up! Your family name, and somebody is dying." So this thing gave men the up, and today that will continue to go as if it wants to become a norm in our society, and it started then. And that is why people will tell you that is many men, mostly men, will support that relationship back then is better because of the treatment or maltreatment that the women they are giving them. The women was seen to be nobody and nothing, and they were treated as such. But any woman that speak up today, you will hear no relationship then was better because this before you say to now the women will say five. So that is why they will always prefer it.
Okay, I hear you. Some very salient points there as well. Because enlightenment has played like a very key role in people picking partners. But let's go on. Hello, good afternoon.
Samantha, you agree? Me, I don't agree.
Who is this, please? Let me hear you.
Godwin, I know.
Godwin, I said don't call again now. Godwin, maybe you have to come and join us in the studio another time because I mean you're enjoying the conversation and we love it honestly. But let's have more people who haven't contribute again. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
Yeah, welcome and thanks for joining us on the show.
My name is Malcolm. I'm calling from area.
Malcolm, good to have you join us.
Thank you very much.
All right, talk to me
about relationships.
Yeah. Relationships then and relationships now. Which do you prefer?
I go for then relationship.
Then, all right. Tell us why.
You see, nowadays relationship. Let me start with nowadays relationship. Talking about money. If you don't have the money, the woman will not indulge. She will not give for you. Even though you have the money, you have the woman around you. Run away.
You too. Why
you relationship?
Okay. Go on.
I have a relationship. That was money. No money. She paid me. When I go over together, God's card again. She go speak this.
I can't hear you, Malcolm. Your network is breaking.
Okay, you can hear me now.
Better.
You can hear me?
Yeah, better.
So what I'm saying is that The relationship of nowadays and then nowadays, there's a big difference. What is the difference? It's all about money. If you don't have money now, the woman will not love
you. Too, why will you enter relationship without money?
You say what?
You too, why do you enter relationship without money? What do you want to be eating there?
This year?
I say you too, why will you enter a relationship without money?
You are there to understand your partner.
You are there to understand for the rest of your lives. You people will be understanding.
Wait, madam. If you understand your partner, see, you want to see just come and get the money. Don't say the money get there. You know, will not use. When the money disappear, you don't go with that though. Don't go. But the one who come, we say the money can't give. You know how to start, and that one go last forever.
All right. Thank you.
You won't be there for the money. I'm just telling you.
All right.
So thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Malcolm. Never fall for that trick, right, of saying that it's very good for you to understand, when your partner does not have money. Do you get? But I mean, it would be very deceptive of you to tell yourself that it's because that person doesn't have money, that's why the person is with you. Do you know that your priorities will change when you have money? When you're broke, see, don't even assume that you know yourself completely when you are broke. Because when you now have money, you will start to exhibit a lot of tendencies that will even shock you. It takes somebody with so much discipline and somebody who fears God to be able to still maintain the values that they had while they were poor or while they were broke. And that's just the honest truth. And you realize that at that time, the women that stayed, you're going to do you and you're going to do what you want, obviously. But at that time, most of the people who were with their partners, they didn't have money, they were just there with them, understanding with them. The percentage, I'm talking from my own personal observation now, it wasn't written anywhere. The percentage of them, the people that actually made something substantial from themselves are very little, because they had women who understood their situation, and sometimes that put them in a place where they get comfortable with the understanding of their partner, so they are not even challenged to want to do more. They are not challenged to want to be even successful, because they're like, whether I have or not, my wife loves me. It's only a very few percentage of them that say, okay, my wife deserves better than what I'm giving her now, so I need to work harder and I need to work better to be able to provide for her or fend for her. In that case, we make the mistake of thinking that love is what is going to, I've said it here many times, love is not enough. Love is not the only thing. Love is not the only thing. A man who cannot provide for his home, even the Bible was very clear about his name. Even the Quran is very clear about a man who cannot provide in his home. It will bring you disrespect, because that's your primary responsibility as a man. You provide for your family. The woman has a primary responsibility, and that is she bears the children and she nurses them. That is her primary responsibility. But again, we have become so woke that we have mixed responsibilities, and we just pretend not to know, or we just want to not know or not act accordingly. But the truth is, many of those people, because they didn't have money at that time, they picked the partner that was able to manage with them. When they had money, their tastes changed. They now came into the city, they became exposed, and they saw women that they now think are befitting to their current status, as opposed to the one who was with them at that time. Again, you're going to do what you want to do, but these are my thoughts. Hello, good afternoon to you.
Hello, good afternoon, ma.
Yes, welcome and thanks for joining us on the show.
Ma?
Yes, tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Okay, my name is Favor, calling from Dubai.
All right, Favor, let me hear you. What do you think about relationships then and relationships now?
Somehow, then is better than now. Somehow, now is better than then.
Still one place, my dear.
Because,
all right, tell me.
Then a man can marry like 4 or 5 wives, and all of them they still live together in peace.
Okay.
But right now, a man can not even control like 1 wife. Talk more of getting married like 2 or 3.
Okay.
And somehow again, we ladies, we are the main reason why some men they are not even married, because a man will be telling you, I don't have money, I don't do this, I don't do this, because you see a man of 40 years, he's not even married, no child, and he's not even trying to get married. Because some ladies are requesting like too much, even what their father cannot even do for them. They just reject me. So I don't even know.
So that's why.
Yeah, I prefer then than now.
You prefer then than now. All right, that's understandable.
Thank you so much. Thank you for your contributions here. Maybe we can take one more call before we head out of this hour. We're talking about relationships then and relationships now. Which do you prefer? So tell us on 09073 5300 and 44.
Final caller for today. Welcome.
What's up? Good one again.
Good man. Please quickly wrap up.
I know what you said is true.
Thank you.
Anyway, you look at it, marriage is an economic activity, not a social activity per se. Because the man has to provide.
Okay, go on.
It is economic.
Okay, go on.
It's economic. That's why you find out that in those days, when you marry, you expect the woman to be able, you should know how to weed grass, you should know how to cook. But these days, because this generation has developed skills for themselves, the marriage is more stable and the relationship is more stable. They decide the number of children they want before they get married. So all of them are busy in the economic activities so that the family can progress.
Okay.
So it's more better this day than in those days.
Those days.
You know, the man's role is to provide, protect, and preside in his room, while the woman's role is to nurture.
Yeah.
So we should understand that one very well.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you, good man, for joining us
On the show. Now, on a very final note, I think one of the biggest difference between relationships then and relationships now is choice. Choice. And if you ask me which do I prefer the relationships now, because the fact that the times have changed doesn't mean that you cannot still uphold very tangible values when it comes to relationships and marriages, right? But I do prefer now, because now I know what I'm looking for in a partner, right? And guess what? The choice to be able to have the money, right, gives you the power to say, okay, now I'm not looking for a man that has money. I'm looking for a man that can give me much more than money, because I have the money. So however you want to look at it, money is a defense, and it's not just for the male gender, it's for both the male and the female. It's good for you to also be stable as a woman, because that way you are making your choice not based on money or finances. Even though it's very important, you must factor in there, because you are going to have children, and having money is one of the easiest way to keep your children off the street and instill in them values that you particularly want for yourself. But if you don't have the money, they get exposed to things that you might not like the consequence of eventually. But the truth is, now have the money as a woman so that you can make the choice, a more informed choice. And as a man, it's also very important for you to have that money, because now you are not deciding a partner because she chose to stay with you when you are broke. I hope you get it. If you have money, whether she's staying with you, whether she has money or not, will not be a problem to you. So we are looking far more than just settling for a partner because you are broke and because you think she can stay with you when you are broke. When you have money, things might change. So I think the biggest difference between relationships then and relationships now is the power of choice that we have, and it's important for you to make a very, very good choice. I think this way we'll be wrapping up for the week. I'm heading out now, and I'll be back next week, but for now it is bye-bye, adios, until next week when we get right back here and talk about more important things. This is Martha signing out.